I'm Gareth Kane and welcome to Ask Gareth. The idea here is very simple. You ask me questions about corporate social responsibility or sustainability and I answer them. The question this time comes from the guys at Just Trade UK and they ask, how can we make fair trade fashion as popular as fair trade food? Well, I'm hoping you'll indulge me because what I'd like to do is broaden that out to the bigger question of how you can sell green or ethically produced produce into the mainstream market. Okay, here's 3 things that I believe you have to get right. First of all, understand your market. If you're selling to consumers, for example, only 8 to 15% will compromise on price or performance to get that environmental or ethical performance. For a further 30%, they will see green or ethical attributes of the product as added value. So if they're going to choose between 2, they may go to your one because of those attributes. The rest, I'm afraid they're disengaged. In fact, some of them might be anti-green or anti-ethical. They might assume that anything with that sort of status is an inferior product. Now, you may squeal at that, but when we go on to point 2, which is get the product right, you'll see what I mean. Because I bought these socks last year, made out of bamboo, nicely brightly coloured, etc. Wore them 3 or 4 times and they wore out. Not good. Will I buy bamboo socks again, despite them being very environmentally friendly? Probably not. There is nothing green about a crap product. If you want to sell to the mainstream, you have to get the 3 P's right. You've got to get performance, price and planet. And if you take a product like Ariel Excel Gel made by Procter & Gamble, they've got a product here which will wash your clothes at 15 degrees centigrade. Because if you look at the life cycle of either the washing product or the clothes themselves, the biggest impact is heating the water in the washing machine to wash them every time. It's won awards for performance and it's a competitive price, so it hits all 3 P's. This is the way to do it. The third point is to get the branding right. And again, it has to go back to that market. And to take an example, about 10 years ago I worked with a company that produced an environmentally friendly graffiti removal kit. And it was brilliant. I used it as a volunteer with a group of cyclists to remove graffiti off cycle signs. And you could use it without a huge amount of personal protection equipment, and you didn't have to do massive risk assessments and all the rest of it, unlike other products on the market which had very aggressive chemicals in them. Now this company was trying to sell into councils who are notoriously risk averse. And when I looked at their labels, first of all, it looked as if it had been printed off on a dodgy laser printer, because it had. And secondly, the biggest words in capitals were environmentally friendly, even bigger than graffiti removal kit. Now, councils, who are very cagey about how they spend their money, want to know what the product does first, before how environmentally friendly it is. And secondly, councils would be more interested in the fact that the product is safe to use rather than it being environmentally friendly, because it means they don't have to go through all the risk assessments or provide people with masses of personal protection equipment and all that palaver. So the company was really missing out on the key button to press for the council. Environmentally friendly in this case should probably be the third. This is a graffiti removal kit, it's safe and it's green. And you know, if you look at other markets, you know, if you want to market fair trade fashion into a funky market, then you have to make sure the branding is a funky way and not boring and worthy and all the rest of it. If it's risk averse like the councils, then you have to press the risk averse button. If you want to sell to highly ethical people, then by all means push the ethics first, but do it to the market. And the triple bottom line here is, don't make your customers take the pain. Green or ethics must add value to the product, not subtract from it. Well, Just Trade UK, I hope that answers your question. Please, yourselves or anybody else, if you want to contribute, add your experiences or points of view, add them in below the video here. If you like the video and find it of use, then by all means share it with your network, and don't forget to go to www.terrainfarma.co.uk and sign up to the Low Carbon Agenda, and then you'll get notification of every future edition of Ask Gareth and a whole lot of hints and tips and news every month as well. And remember, whether you're making incremental improvements in environmental performance or facilitating massive step changes towards sustainability, it all counts. You're making the world a better place, and you should be proud of that. Till next time, goodbye.